past the third level. I wondered about that, but later on I found out he didn't go past the third level because no company paid past the third level. That's when I first started. So of course I got my calculator. I went fourth level, fifth. I said, wow, don't some company pay 4 levels, 5 levels, 6 levels? So this was part of my learning. This was 1988. And so in 1991, I found a company that paid 7 levels steep. And it was a uni-level plan. That was new to me. So let's see what happens here. Now you get 5 people, you help them get 5 and 125, 25 to 125, then they get 5, and they get 5, and they get 5, and they get 5. How many people is everybody getting? 5. But you have to get 5 good people, 5 right people. You might have to talk to an awful lot of people to get your 5 right people. But the thing is, don't quit and learn to qualify people. So let's see what that comes to. That's 97,000 people. Now, remember 100 BV, very important. 97,000 people all spend 100 BV. That's 9,765,000. How many people did everybody get? 5. How much did everybody spend a month? 100 BV. Now, 100 BV could be 150, 160. Forever Pack, I think it's 108 BV, $158, 108 BV. That's doable. The average person can do that. Now, there's a car called the Rolls Royce. It's a beautiful car. Maybe they sell 200 a year. There's a Chevy and a Ford. They sell millions. So you want something where everybody can
you get her?
It has to be affordable.
It's hard. I can't focus right here.
100 BV's been on my mind for years and years since I learned this years ago. I put this together years ago.
I'm trying to pay attention. It's important.
If you're in a company called Amway, you would get 4% override, New Skin 5%, Nekin 6%. The average when I did this years ago was 5%. Let's see what that's worth. 5%.
Shut the door, please.
Of 9,765 is 488,000 a month. Is that a nice income? That's a beautiful income. Now, this is on a yellow pad. You might say that, Jimmy, that looks antiquated. This is a yellow pad for a reason, because years ago, before computers, I did this on a yellow pad with a pen. I wrote this out. If you got close to me and smiled, chances are you got this presentation. If you're going on an airplane with me, I'm in first class. I'm on the outside seat. You're on the inside. Before you leave the plane, you get this, right? So I used to say to people for years, I said to people, that's what I'm going to make someday. And people would look at me really funny and say, Jimmy, how do you know? How can you say you're going to make $488,000 a month? Who do you think you are, Jimmy? I said, look, mathematics is an exact science. You can't cheat. 5 times 5 is 25. These numbers they're perfect. You can't cheat. Here's what I said. Listen to what I said. Someday when I found the right company with the right products, the right leaders, and the right compensation plan, I'm going to do that. Well, guess what, folks? I did that. I did that because I didn't quit. I knew the numbers, and you must know the numbers. If you don't, how are you going to make money if you don't know how to make money? You have to know these numbers. Now, that's a perfect world, isn't it? Do we live in a perfect world? Absolutely not. Suppose we fail 90% of the time, and trust me, you will. Suppose you fail 90% of the time. 10% of 9,097,000 people. 10% of 97 is 9,765 times 100 BV is $976,000. A far cry from 9 million. So, but guess what? You're making $48,000 a month. You're making $12,000 a week. Every adversity, every failure, and every heartache carries with the seed an equivalent or greater benefit. When I found out there was an industry where I could get started for a few $100s, get to 100 BV a month, eat my overhead and become healthy, fail 90% of the time and become obscenely wealthy, what do you think I said? I can do this. I will do this. Nothing will stop me. My dear friends, you're looking at the ninth wonder of the world. The ninth wonder of the world. And once you understand this as clearly as I do, and it's not rocket science, you're looking at it, you become unstoppable. Once you know these numbers, you become unstoppable. You can fail 90% of the time and make a fortune in network marketing, and especially in our plan, which is superior to any of those other plans. We don't just pay 7 levels, we pay to infinity. Just imagine, did I ever dream early on when I was doing these numbers that I would ever find a company that would pay to infinity, unlimited depth? I put this up for all those people that we presented to, all those people that got in and didn't do it, all those people that quit, all those people that gave up, all the people that said no. Forgive them for not what they do to their family. Yeah, I love this. I love this slide. And NFL 13 billion, music 15 billion, video games 67 billion, movies 10 billion, movie industry 38, organic products 91 billion. It's probably over 100 billion now. 15 years ago, there was no such thing as organic. Network market, $103.7 billion. But look at that. It paid back $73.4 billion commissions to the customers, the people that are using the product. All the other industries, NFL, music, they paid the players, they paid the entertainers, but the customers, the ones that go to see it, they got 0 commissions. They pay out 0 commissions, and people have the audacity to call this a scam. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. I love that slide. We pay back to the customers, and that's 2015. It's a lot bigger now. A new opportunity. Thank God my friend Carol Taylor called me in 2002 to tell me about this wonderful opportunity. When done right, network marketing is the marketing's finest form. People helping people. Thank you, Carol, for calling me. Be involved with a company that has products that are visual, emotional, consumed daily. This is what our products do. When I see what our products do for people, when Carol told me how much weight her husband Peter lost, 31 pounds, when I seen Kim Olsen and Peter, and incidentally, the only product we had back then was the 9-day. It was $110, 100 BV, $9.95 shipping and handling, and $36 for a website. It was so simple. For $156, you had a spot, you had your computer, and your spot in the computer, and you could become a millionaire with a $156 investment. And we grew so quick. And I got to 50,000 a week in 2 years with just that product. With just that one product. Now, just imagine, the 9-day was tough to do. A lot of people couldn't do it. I'll be very truthful. Peter lost that weight with the 9-day. Kim lost that with a 9-day. That product worked like a charm, and that's why we grew like we grew. And I know a company that has a product will do that to the human body, remove fat from the human body safely and quickly like that. That's $1 billion company. This is $1 billion company. I'm glad I read those books. The next billionaire, Paul St. Bilzer wrote in there. In the next 10 years, there's going to be 10 million new millionaires created in North America. And I read that. He said, are you going to be one of them? I wrote across the page, magic marker, absolutely. I made some mistakes in network marketing. I went bankrupt. In 1993, I went bankrupt because of some dumb things I did. And it didn't bother me, at least. I prospected the attorney to handle my bankruptcy. 10 years later, 2003, I was a millionaire in isogenics, making over $1 million a year. So once you know those numbers, it doesn't make any difference. Once you understand those numbers I just showed you, you're a millionaire in the making. Business is about serving other people. The better you are at giving people something that improves their lives, the more successful you are and the more money you make. Paul St. Bilzer. No truer words are ever spoken. Jimmy and Kathy Cooper do everything they can to help us be successful. It's us that have to do the work. We got to do the work. We got to get out there and talk. You have to talk to people. Keep it simple. The next trillion, the fastest growing segment of our population is between 85 and 100. There's more centurions now than there ever was. And that's what this is all about. The wellness industry is going to be $1 trillion industry, and we're in it. We're in the wellness industry. Now, started in March of 2002. We did 19 million our first 9 months. We did 38 million our first year, 50 million our second full year with a 9-day. Think about that. $50 million with just a 9-day. Everybody, 90% of the people come in with a 9-day system, $110. 10% come in with 2 or 3 9 days. But 90% of the people signed up. In 2008, we had 250. When a company reaches $50 million a year, there's something called critical mass goes into momentum. We hit that in 2005. We hit 65 million. So we right up to 250 million. There was a recession in 2008, 2009, and 2010. As we start coming out of the recession, we started right back in momentum and straight up. The reason you have to know this, if you want to grow a business, if you're starting a business and you want to grow it, you have to be in a company that's growing. You can't be in a company that's regressing. So all you have to do is it's like riding a surf. Put your surfboard down here, get on the product, go on the forever pack, get on ownership for life, and just start talking to people. And up you will go, and up this company. This company is going to keep going up. I like the way Jim Cougar thinks. He said, when you talk about Isogenics as a wellness company, don't put us up there with Herbalife and those companies. Put us up where Johnson & Johnson, they did $74 billion last year. So we're going to change this industry. We're going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. And Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, says, in business, timing is everything. What is time? Timing is being at the right place at the right time, knowing you're there, and getting into action. Everybody in this call is at the right place at the right time. What you have to do is get into action. Now, this picture is the most beautiful picture you will ever see. This is called the consultant triangle. I love it. Everybody should have this in their mirror in the bathroom to wake up. The first thing you should see is this. When you go downstairs, it should be on your refrigerator. And when you get in your car, it should be on your sun visor. Just think about this. If everybody did this, if every single person came in Isogenics, got an ownership for 100 BB, got 2 people, one on the right and one on the left, nobody would fail. Please look at that picture and think about this. That is powerful. I became consultant on the first conversation with my sponsor, Carol Terra. I didn't wait till the next day. Just imagine if everybody became consultant the first day on the sign-up day and taught their people to do the same thing, everybody would max out in 12 to 15 days. Wow, that's exciting. Have a dream, form a team, focus in on your team. Now, let's go back 16 years ago. May 25th, 2002. I'm talking to Carol Taylor. She's telling me all about the product. Her husband was late. I said, Carol, explain your compensation plan to me one time. I'll get it. I know the comp plan of the company I'm in. Incidentally, I was 74 making 5,000 a week in another company. And she started explaining the comp plan. She said, you have to get an ownership. You have to buy a 9-day system right away. And then you have to get on ownership and get a 9-day system every month. You have to have 100 PV to stay active. I said, sign me up. Here's my credit card. I said, what's next? She said, you have to be paid as consultant. I said, how do I do that? She said, you sponsor one on the right and one on the left. I said, let's do it. Let's get it done right now. So I signed up Kathy on the left and Grace on the right. Was that a good thing? Absolutely. Because I've never missed getting paid on all my volume. Because I've been consultant since day one. Never, ever was I not consultant, ever. And that's what you have to teach your people. If everybody would learn that, and network marketing is 10% you and 90% duplication. You're like a copy machine. You make copies of yourself. So if everybody did that, now I became consultant the first day. It's a week. And then it took their 2 a month. Remember at the end of this, day, week, month. Now, there's an old cliche in network marketing, go wide for show and deep for dough. This is the only plan that forces you to go deep. It forces you to go deep. You can't go wide. So I put Kathy left. Where's my next 2 people go? One under Kathy, one under Grace. Where's the next 2? one under Grace, one under Kathy. It forces you to help your people. Is that a good thing? That's a beautiful thing. So Kathy and Grace are my first level. Their two people are my second level, and their two are my third level. See what's happening here? First, second, third level. How many people is everybody getting? 2. How much is everybody sending? 100 BV. 100 BV. Now, you talk to a lot of people. You get a few people that get it. You get a few right people. And here's what will happen to you, because I know that because it happened to me. Your legs run away from you when you get the right people. You have to get the right people. I was fortunate enough to get some really, really good people in my organization in the very beginning. In the very beginning, I got really, really good people. Now, let's add that up. Let's add that up. That would be the 13th level. Just imagine, 4,000 get 2, you got 8,000. But the sum of the first 12 levels would be 8,190 times 100 VV would be 819,000. We pay 6%, 49,000 a month, 13,000 a week. Now, think about this. If everybody got their 2 people the first day, it would happen in 12 to 15 days. If it took everybody a week, it could happen in 12 to 15 weeks. If it took everybody a month, it could happen in 12 to 15 months. If it took everybody a year, it would take 12 to 15 years. Would 49,000 a month, 13,000 a week be a nice retirement after 13 years? I think so. I think so. So it's not a 100-yard dash. It's a long distance run. I worked for a company for 40 years. I paid Social Security for 4 years. You know what I get? Pension from Social Security, $2,100 a month. So I like 49,000 a lot better. I would be living on $2,100 a month if I hate the thought of it. I can't even. It scares me when I think of $2,100 a month. Probably buy my Twitter articles. So do we stop at the 13th level? This is mind-boggling. This is mind-boggling. No. 15th? No. We pay all the way down, right? In 2 years to the day, I was making $50,000 a week. I had 32,517 people. I have it all documented. Now, my dear friends, this is not to impress you, to impress upon you. I don't expect everybody to come in and do what I did and build 4 legs, but darn, you should be able to build 2 legs, and you should know that those top spots up there are prime real estate, and you should get family members in there. And I never forget Joan is to Hillary Courtney and showed her what I did, and she went and did the same thing. And I encourage everybody to do this, but I was very fortunate. In the left leg under Kathy, I had end up with the RGG group. On the other side, I with Susan Sly. On Grace's right side, I had Shauna Ekstrom and Joni Brewer and Carol Waldenberg and Tina Hilo and Cindy Hedges. There's so many millionaires. And then on the inside, like there at Grace, I have Leanne Jackson and Lenny Evans and Dave MacArthur and all. So, there's I started out with my 2 daughters, 2 people. Now I have 1.7 million people in my organization. And I had a very sharp man, actually an attorney, say to me just recently, he said, I always heard in network marketing, you can do something once and collect on it for the rest of your life. And he said, I don't believe that no more. I said, well, I want to tell you, I believe it more now than ever. I said, I know it can happen in this company, and I hope you're on the call. Elliot. But you do this once, and because of one thing, supercomputers. This could not happen without a supercomputer. There's no way they could pay all the way down. And the reason they can pay all the way down, I'll be very truthful, because 80% of the people don't get it, treat it like a hobby, and just use the products and become customers. Only 10%, 20% become a consultant, and only 10% do the business real serious. And I'd say 5% really go hog wild. You have to decide you're going to be the top 10%. So that's why you have to qualify people. We have thousands and thousands of customers. That's a beautiful thing. We got great products. I'm 91. I would not be here, feel like I feel, have the energy, have the mental. I wasn't on these products for the last 16 plus years. And the big product and shakes, I take them every day. And I love the products. If I didn't make a dime, the products, the health I enjoyed, your number one wealth is your health. We all look the same on the slab in intensive care with the tubes running in, tubes running out. I should have a visual for this. It doesn't make any difference how much money you have. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So we give you your health first. That's important. My dear friends, take a good look at that. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. So fall in love with the EverPack. Fall in love with 100EV. Just start talking to people. It's like a love affair. When I go to an event, it's like a love affair. Now, I signed up in May. In June, I didn't do the business. I just used the box. I was 21 pounds and 40 solid waste. I started working the business July 14th, 2002. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 months later, I got a network on my left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months later, I got a network on my right leg. Now, in March, I made 16,000. In April, I made 25,000. In May, I made 42,000. Most I ever made. Now look what happened from May to June. Boom. Because I was building 4 legs simultaneously, and they all took off. All of a sudden, they took off. Boom, 95,000. In 1 year, I got to 95,000. How cool is that? And then why did it drop down? Because there was 5 weeks in June and 4 weeks in July. I love months with 5 weeks now. I did when I was a butcher. And Dave, you probably did when you were a mechanic, you know.
Yeah.
You didn't like them. So right back up 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks. My dear friends, I don't think there's anybody else can show you something like this. This is why I can stand here. I tell you, this works. We have the best compensation plan. We have the best products. They've just proved that. We have the numbers don't lie. We have the best marketing team. We have the best owners, we have the best of everything. We're the Rolls Royce. If I can do that, you can do that. And you have to believe that. If you don't believe that, it'll never happen. You'll see it when you believe it, not a minute sooner. I love that. Now, when you do that, most binary, the last binary I was in, when you maxed out, you went down below and got a reentry and built 2 legs. No. I sit down and said, Jimmy, you're a good networker. We're going to reward you. We're going to give you a spot above. And we're going to let you build 1 leg. And every time you get 300 in that leg, we're going to give 600 so you can max out. So you can have a cycle. I said, you're going to do what? You're going to pay me on 600? I was already paid on? I couldn't believe it. I was like dumbfounded. And here's the story I like to tell. As a family, we were making 90,000 a week. We were making 90,000 a week here. 90,000. And I got the reentry and I didn't work it. And Kathy Cooper called me and said, Jimmy, why are you not working your reentry? I said, Kathy, I thought it would be greedy. We're making 90,000 a week. That's enough. We don't need more than that. So, oh no, we want you to max out your reentry. I said, really? She said, that's why we gave it to you. I said, okay. That was like October. I reached out to a networker. I sent a 9-day to him when I first got in 2003. And then I sent him 2 9-days, one for him, one for his wife. Went out to Billings, Montana with my son Tony and my son Jimmy. And we slam dunked them, right? And I put him in here. Okay? Now, that was like October. Kathy asked me to start working my reentry. I said, I'll do that, Kathy. I'll start November. I got him. We kicked off December. And just look what happened. 1 networker, not 10, not 15. Of course, I made consultant right off the bat. Got to be consultant, right? That's what happened. We kicked it off December. He cycled 12 times the first week. I cycled 39. I became number 1. I was number 2 at that time. Went from 4,000 December, 5,000 in January, 5,000 to 95,000 March 07, 15 months later. Now, please, I'm not showing you this to impress you, but I'm trying to press upon you what you have here. How did I do that? He was a networker. He was an experience. I can truthfully say 1 professional full-time series networker is worth 1.6 tire kickers want to be customers. You have, if you want to go fast, and you have to find networks. Where do you find them? Ask and you receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock the door and it shall be open. Talk to people. They're out there. There's so many networkers waiting to hear about Isogenics. There's so many people waiting here about the Forever Pack that want to be on it for life because they want to live longer, be healthy. There's so many people waiting for us. I'm not a very real religious man. I'm very spiritual, but not religious. It's in the Bible. Do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it's in your power to act. When you have something that's good, you must share it with people. You must. It's your duty to share it with everyone. Gently, kindly. Don't be brash. So, wow, another reentry. Stay tuned. You can do that over and over again. You can do it as many times as you want. And each time you build that leg, it's another 13,500 a week, which is 55,000 a month, which is 702,000 a year. I don't want to tell you, that's very livable income. I used to live on it at one time. Very livable. Now, that's what we started out with. That's what we have now. Plus, we have 100 products. This is the best time to be in network marketing ever. There's never been a better time to be in network marketing. Now, you decide. You got the daily essentials, got the onyx food. You decide what you want. It's got to be 100 EV a month. If you want to live longer, you want to be on the V product. You want to be on the shake. I'll lay one thing on you. Whey protein boosts your immune system 500%. Other proteins have little effect. Whey protein boosts your immune system 500%. Why wouldn't you be on it every day for the rest of your life? Why wouldn't you have your children on it? It boosts your immune system. Michael Colvin. That's from Michael Colvin. That's not from me. So this is what we had. Wait, that was hard. It was tough. It worked, but it was hard to do. This is easy. 2 shakes a day. Onyx Supreme, the essentials do it. It's the Forever Pack. I love it. I'll be on it for the next 10 years at least. At least. Our vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, while in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. My dear friends, I subscribed to that 16 years ago. It happened for me. It didn't just happen for me. It happened for my whole family. My 6 children, my 32 grandchildren, my 36 great-grandchildren. It happened for all of them. Jim and Kathy Coover. Jim, he looks 50, Kathy looks 40, and Eric looks 20. They're on the product. They're talking the talk. They're walking the walk. They're not phonies. They're the real deal. And they love us. They do everything. They knock themselves out to make our life better. They give us the bonus money we have today. I didn't think they could pay what they were paying. I'm so glad I was so wrong. The bonus money they're paying out today is incredible. Here's the 3 questions you have to ask yourself. Do you have the vision to see this? Do you have the wisdom to understand this? Do you have the courage to pursue this? Do you have the wisdom to eat our food and share it with other people? Did you ever think you could eat a food and share it and make a fortune? That's what we have here. Don't complicate it. Eat the food, share the food, and build your business. It's that simple. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Eric. That is the best owners you could possibly have. We have the best management. This is the Rolls Royce in the network market. You can have anything you want if you give up the belief that you can't have it. Stop saying you can't do this and say, I can do this, I will do this, nothing will stop me. That's the attitude you have to have. This is my favorite prayer, the art of giving. Remember to be gentle with yourself and others. We are all children of a chance. And none can say why some fields will blossom while others lie ground beneath the August sun. Care for those around you, look past your differences. Their dreams are no less than yours. Their choices in life no more easily made. And give. Give it any way you can of whatever you possess. To give is to love, to withhold is to wither. Care less for your harvest than how it is shared. Your life will have meaning and your heart will have peace. God bless. I thank everybody. Thank you, Dave. Thank everybody for being this call. You done. Thank you for setting it up. And I hope Jimmy the Butcher never looks down on another human being unless he's bending over to help that person up. God bless all of you. I love you. And thank you, Dave, for this wonderful night.
Thank you, Jimmy Smith. And I just got to say, it's your birthday. You're on the East Coast. I'm sure it's past 12 o'clock there. And here you are sharing with us. And I remember you saying when we decided to do this, you couldn't think of anything you'd rather do on the week of your birthday than to be presenting Isogenics. And thank you so much, Jimmy. You've been an inspiration to so many of us and continue to be. Your name is a legend. So We
Thank
honor
you.
you, and thank you, Jimmy. Everybody have a great night, and thanks for joining us. And get back with the person that got you here. Jimmy, thank you again, and
Thank you.
give our love to the Smith family.
Okay, I will. Thanks for that. Great.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.